Well, obviously you can't go on the road and play two completely different halves and think you're going to come away with a victory over anybody, let alone a top 10, top 15 program. And that's what happened. I mean, it was a tale of two halves, and we're in at halftime with a really good feeling and understand and know these guys are going to come back out here and take a shot. This is their home. This is a damn good football team, and I thought we were prepared for that. And we come out the second half and go 3 and out. Defense gets a stop, and then we fumble a punt, and really from there the defense battled, but we just couldn't get off the field on third down. And I got to give them credit. They did a hell of a job in that second half executing, making plays on third down in particular, and we just couldn't find a rhythm. Both offensively and then defensively, we couldn't get off the field, and it's disheartening. It's really difficult. It's you're looking for guys, and the game comes down to making plays. And in the first half, we made some plays. We created some turnovers, made some stops, made some plays on third down. In the second half, they made all the plays on third down on both sides of the ball. And it's really we're in a tough spot, but we knew there was a chance in this league, and as you looked at it before the season started, that there were some opportunities and there were some chances that you're going to have to battle through some really tough times, and this is one of them. So we're going to find out what we're made of.
You mentioned late last season how hard that stretch was for you. This has had a lot of tough games this year. Is it almost harder in year 2 because everybody's had another season trying to adjust?
I don't know. It's always hard. I mean, when things aren't clicking and going well and you're not winning, I mean, it's difficult. It's hard. And, you're trying to continue to motivate and make sure everybody's on the same page. And, it's a tough game. I mean, to use the word hard, I mean, I told them in the locker room, they chose to come here. We all chose to put ourselves in this situation, knowing that the Big Ten is something that's completely different now. And so this is what we wanted, this is what we asked for, and now we got it. And sometimes you got to be a man and you got to stand up, and we're all going to find out how we can handle adversity and how we can handle ourselves and what we can do to grow.
Is that first half what you want to be? Do you take that? I know the loss is not.
Yeah, no, it is exactly what we want to be. The ability to control the ball, the ability to make some plays, take some shots down the field, establish the run, create some things defensively. We played really well in the first half. And again, they turned the ball over too. But that's a part of the game, and you create those things and you make those. There's some really good plays in that game, in that first half for us. In the second half, I can't tell you what you can't say it's one drop punt. I mean, that's not what it is. It's a combination of things that we got to find our way to be able to get the momentum back when things are going against us, and that's probably as big an issue right now as there is. And when it comes down to it, it's not some magical thing you can say. It's not like call a timeout and call them all together and give them some speech. It's like, okay, man, like somebody's got to step up. Somebody's got to make a play. They're not going to hand it to us. They're not just going to throw flags. We're begging for a holding call over there, and I'm the worst one when things aren't going well. But you got to make the plays, and we did not do that in the second half.
I know you got to look at the film, but initially, there have been some times where that in fourth and short situations where the offense really hasn't been able to kind of come through.
Yeah, that's probably one of those, just like a drop punt, because special teams, we work so hard on special teams. We put so much time and effort into it, and we put all of our players on special teams. And you aren't going to play in this program as a starter if you aren't on special teams. And so it's similar, right? We pride ourselves on being able to get 4th and 1s, and I don't care where it's at, right? We're backed up in your own territory or not. We got to have that's got to be an opportunity for us to establish who we are. And the last 2 weeks, that's been something that's cost us. And I don't know that I would change. We're where we are on the field to try a long field goal like that. The percentages that if we can't be 90-some% on 4th and a half a yard, as opposed, we're not going to be 90-some% kicking 50-some yard field goals, even though Vacos can do a damn good job. Those things we have to be able to execute.
You mentioned the third down difficulty. I mean, you have situations like tonight where it seems like your guys are in good coverage, receivers make a play, and it happens over and over. How do you coach to that? How do you help your defense kind of adjust to that?
I mean, you got to give him some credit. I mean, the guy made some hellacious plays and some real. I mean, the first touchdown throw, I thought it was picked off, to be honest with you. I mean, by both of our guys. I thought Nye picked it off, and then I thought Hunter picked it off, and he catches it for a touchdown. And even in that second half, I mean, there's some one-on-one plays, and you got to stay positive. You got to keep. It's not like you can all of a sudden say, okay, we're going to, change up and not put pressure on people and not expect our guys to make plays. We just got to get better at what it is that we do.
Earlier in the week, we talked about one-on-ones in a lot of areas, wide receivers and pass rushers. How do you kind of see that? Then you had your touchdown. You guys were able to get the pressure. How do you kind of see the one-on-one battle between those players?
I'm not really sure what you said, but the one-on-one battles in the second half we lost, and that's just. Whether they covered us on some balls down the field or they made the plays on the third down balls. I think I know the touchdowns in the second half were third down plays, and I can keep saying give them credit for making plays, but those are plays we have to be able to make. And in the first half we made some of those plays. We knocked the ball loose. I mean the quarterback did a really good job at putting the ball in a position for the guy to make a play, and we're right there, and they make them. And it sounds like a broken record, but it's just, you got to keep challenging, and you got to keep working at it, and we got to get better.
To be honest, probably unfair to ask just came off the field and everything, but there are former players that have been complaining about the 4th and 1 and not going under center and short yardage. What do you say to them? Or is that a private conversation?
No, I mean everybody has an opinion. I mean if you don't go under center, I mean, I don't know that it's going to change a whole lot. If you don't block a guy, you don't block a guy. I don't know that going under center or being in the shotgun or being in the pistol or being in three backs or I mean, if you don't block a guy, it's really hard to get to first down. And, last week we didn't block a guy and he came through and hit us. It wouldn't have mattered. Tonight we didn't block the two guys coming off the backside edge and he got us in the backfield. And so I'm not a huge believer in whether that's you're under center or you're in the gun. We got to get better at what it is that we do, and we got to execute.